So today I'm going to continue to talk about the benefit of recitation of the names of Buddhas. And so last week somebody asked me this question, so I thought it was a very interesting question, so now I thought maybe want to talk about it. It is also in relation to this in relation to this topic, and I thought about it and I said yes, I will talk about this subject. So this person asked me, how come? What is the logic and the reasoning to prove that there's a great benefit just by the recitation of the names of Buddhas, apart from what is being stated in the text? Apart from what is stated in the text in the sutras that says that there is a great benefit in the recitation of the names of Buddhas. So I thought this is a very interesting question, because if this question is not answered, then it somehow become like a blind faith and a superstition, just because the sutra says, and then you recite, you follow, and then you believe that there is a supposed benefit. And so then I thought about it, and so I want to have a slight discussion upon this point. Later on today, then before we go back and rest, then I will give the transmission of the names of the 35 Buddhas in Sanskrit, as accordingly to how I received it when I was young. And so let's have this discussion. So as we can see, just not only Buddhists pray in the name of somebody. Not only Buddhists. First and foremost, to understand how humans work. In the human world, when we want to get something done, and then with our own merit and our own wisdom, our own capability, it cannot be done. Then what happens? We use somebody else's name, right? Do you? Yeah, we say, or boss say one this, or father say this, or mother said that, or then people say Lama say this, Rinpoche say this, then somehow our mind becomes soft and yes. But without hearing the name of this, without hearing the name, our mind is very hard, and we refuse to accept to do the job. We refuse to accept. and not just that, other than being on a human level, on the more spiritual level, for example, I always praise the Christians, because the Christians would always pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Right? First of all, the Christians are very proud that they have they have found their refuge. Okay? We Buddhists don't dare to say, I'm Buddhist. If somebody asks you, if many Christian friends or many people say, what's your religion? No, they say, free thinker. People say free thinker, say, or no religion. Many people are like that. But for me, I feel I'm very proud to say I'm Buddhist. First, we say, Namo Gurubhya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Okay, English use the word, I go for refuge to the Buddha, isn't it? English word, I go for refuge. But in the Tibetan word, Kyapsuchi, isn't it? Yeah, Sangela Kyapsuchi. Yeah. So, Kyapsuchi, Kyap. What is the meaning of Kyap? You know, means protected. Okay, protected or under the protection of. Okay, so when we say Namo Guru Bhya, I'm under the protection. I'm under and in the protection of all the Buddhas, not just one Buddha, but all Buddhas. Again, let's prove that there is such a thing as all Buddhas. When you say one Buddha, one Shakyamuni Buddha, you see one Shakyamuni Buddha from India, according we call historical Buddha, came all these other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Okay, so somebody saying, okay, before I go to the somebody said, so we go back to the original. So Christians, I feel happy for them if they accept they accepted. You know, I ask somebody who I met many many people who my friends, they were devout Buddhists. Later on, when I talk to them, then they say, "Oh, now I don't pray to Avalokiteshvara anymore. I don't pray to Kuan Yin anymore. I have accepted Jesus Christ, and I pray." So I say, "Okay, so it's unfortunate, but also fortunate." I said, "So at least now you listen to some Christian Dharma. I hope you really treasure your religion and you become a better human being." I say, "You gave up Dharma because you didn't study Dharma. You gave up Buddhism because you didn't study Dharma. That is unfortunate. But now that you are going to church," I always say, "then make sure you become a better human being and a spiritual human being." Many people also go to temple and they don't want to listen to Dharma. Also, don't want to listen to Dharma, and also being very lazy, and also being very lazy, and also being very rebellious. What do I say in being rebellious? Because many people just want to listen to the Dharma. So it sounds nice, feel good, and after that, refuse to do anything about it. Just like, they want to lose weight, but then you continue to eat cake, eat dessert, and lose weight. Heart have the strength. What they say? The mind is strong, but the body is weak, or something like that. Somebody told me that. And so, so we see people who dare to pray in the name of Jesus Christ. They always say there's some miracle. They always say there's some miracle and that their prayers are answered. They're this, there's that. But it's not that in Tibetan Buddhism or Vajrayana Buddhism there is no such thing. We have our tradition of unbroken lineage and tradition of initiations. Now we don't pray in the name of Buddha because you are an unawakened Buddha. You are not going to be judged by a God. Okay? You are not going to be judged by a God because we don't believe in a creator God. Okay? If you receive initiation, when you do the practice, you are that deity. You are that Buddha. That aspect and your identity dissolves and become oneness. In oneness together, you dissolve and you take on the aspect of the deity. And you pray and you pray as the deity. Okay? So somebody asked me, "Rinpoche, please prove to me that the prayers work, that they are in oneness. I don't see that there is oneness. I need proof." So now I prove to you. Okay? Can you see water in the air? Can you see water in the air? Can you make water come out from air? How? How? Condensation from piece of metal or glass. You see? So, it does not mean if you are water, water is Nimanakaya, right? Water, physical water, Nimanakaya. Then where is the Sambhogakaya of water? Where is the Sambhogakaya? Where's the enjoyment body of water? Clouds. Isn't it? Clouds, they are floating in the sky, they are free, they are like, they enjoy the vast expanse of it, they can float here, there, everywhere, isn't it? Then where is the Dhammakaya of water? Where's the truth body of water? It's just water vapor everywhere. You see? So in oneness, water in the air, in the skies, water as cloud and physical water that you can drink, all exist. Okay? And they have the same nature. So same nature of all Buddhas. So somebody, when in the question that I say, one Buddha is all Buddhas. That's why all the principal deity of a disciple is the Guru. Because you receive all the blessings and everything from the Guru, from the initiations, or the whole vast, extensive lineage of all the deities, then one should view that Guru as the Buddhas, all the Buddhas. Okay, you don't need to personify that Buddha. Okay, don't need to give a personality or a look or a feel to each and every Buddha. Just we know the blessings of all the Buddhas are there through this teacher, through this Guru. Now, from there, just as Shakyamuni Buddha is the Nimanakaya, or the Guru is the Nimanakaya, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha is the Nimanakaya, then same time, there is the Buddha in the Sambhogakaya and the Buddha in the Dhammakaya. Okay, so they call the three bodies of Buddha. Okay, Dhammakaya, yeah, Sambhogakaya, Nimanakaya, flesh body, enjoyment body, truth body. Dhammakaya is truth body. So the truth body, people ask me, sure it exists? I have already explained. You can, that's why we say, there is no need to say we need to for experienced practitioner, there is no need to go to a place to pray. Wherever you are, whatever you do, your activity, your thought, your mind is the prayer. Is the holy activity of all the Buddhas. Okay? But this for intellectual knowledge sake, for beginner, but as slowly an experience cultivated, then it becomes part of your life. In this manner, just as all the Buddhas are like water, are able to manifest as water vapor, there is no where on earth that there are no Buddhas. Okay? Buddha is omnipresent. Everywhere. He is not necessary to be present as a physical body. No need to be present as a form. But ordinary beings need to see form. Ordinary beings need to feel. Ordinary beings, we are very heavy and dense according to what we can see, what we can hear, what we can smell, what we can feel, what we can touch, okay, and what we can taste. We are dependent on that, okay? And for us, we suffer. Our suffering is very real because our suffering is based on the concept or the belief that our identity is and are real. Our identity is real, and who we are, who they are all real. That's why we suffer, because we believe that this aspect is real. For example, I give you a good example. Not good to use human being as example. Let me use the example of a bear. Okay? Do you like teddy bears? You like teddy bear? Right? In a reality, are brown bears sweet and cuddly? Huh? In a reality, are brown bears sweet and cuddly? Huh? They can be in reality to who? They are not sweet and cuddly to humans. But as a parent bear, they are sweet and cuddly to their child. Now you understand? We judge and feel righteous and feel so many different kinds of emotions and concepts and ideas and actions and to-do lists and this and that because of what that one manifestation. This brown bear can kill human being, catch salmon and eat. This not friendly, and stuff like that, right? Correct? But who created nice teddy bear to carry? Mr. Bean? Huh? Everybody likes Mr. Bean's teddy bear. Right? Mr. Bean teddy bear, is Mr. Bean's teddy bear a brown bear? Yeah. Okay? So now you understand? Whoever has a personality that whom we like or don't like, that personality or aspect is only because of that role that he or she is playing. For example, this person may be a very loving parent, very kind human being and everything. But if this person is a teacher in a school, his aspect is a very stern and strict teacher. But very loving, but very kind, but very stern and strict, making sure all the students can understand and do their work and stuff like that, and not just allow the student to say, oh, I dream. Some people can talk very well. A lot praises, a lot this, a lot very good, a lot. But the action and activity is very little. Okay? Action and activity. My guru used to say, you can dream on and you can think whatever you want to think, but when you are really hungry, you have nothing to cook, you are the cause for your own suffering and the cause for suffering for others. So if you don't plant the seeds, okay, we may always just say, oh, recite Om Mani Padme Hum, or reciting mantras or reciting names of Buddha. Just recite prayer. Does it really work? No. It will only work if you have an action to it. You have food in the fridge, you have food in the kitchen, but if you don't cook, if you don't cook, do you have something to eat? Everything is raw. There's nothing preserved or canned. If you don't do the action of cooking, there's lots of fruits on the trees, lots of vegetables in the garden, lots of rice, lots of grain. If you don't cook something to eat, hello? Huh? Feeling tired? Feeling cold? Need exercise, yeah? Want to jump again? Huh? Soon. Now still early. Right? So, you may think, oh, I know how to rejoice, I know how to pray, so I pray, I rejoice, and this and that. But if you don't do volunteer work, you don't do the actual work, the actual prostration, you don't do the actual work, and always just relying on other people and this and that, I'm sorry. There will always be good conditions. In your next life, you know what will happen? In your next life, you'll be those people that always say, I see it just right in front of me, but I just cannot get it. Did it ever happen to you before? Hello? Whether it's a business or whether it is something, right? Just there, right in front. Don't even need the arm's length, just there. But gone. Opportunity gone, time gone, condition gone, this big. Why? Why did it happen like that? Because cause and effect. Now, cause and effect is not a bad word. If you do many good deeds and you have you do real actual caring and sharing and really helping, are you going to have a lot of good effects? Are you? Okay. So it is a very natural. Stop thinking that cause and effect is a bad word. Because cause and effect has no good or bad on it. Okay? So, understanding this point, if you pray, if you recite the name of Buddhas, okay? Now, the Buddhas, what is the purpose of the name of Buddha? First of all, we see that all Buddhas have truth body, Dhammakaya. Yeah, they have a Sambhogakaya, that is the enjoyment body. Okay, and they have a Nimanakaya, that is the actual flesh, blood, bone body they had. Okay, so the Buddha have awakened into the truth, awakened to the truth of all phenomena. No need to be under some god or some saints or some deity. No need. The Buddha himself. No need to rely on somebody else's name and this and that. So on our side, to recite the name, right? To recite is like, how many of you have, let me ask a question, how many of you have some child that is very attached to you? It may not necessarily be your own child. Okay, if you don't have children. But if you have children, or there's some child that is very attached to you, can you recognize their voice? Can you? Okay. Even if there are other children there, can you recognize their voice? Especially if the child cries and call your name, can you recognize? Okay. This is the same thing because Buddha have bodhicitta. Fully completed and fully matured, ripened, and therefore the result was awakening, Buddhahood. We ourselves have a verbal bodhicitta. I want to become a Buddha for the sake of all sentient beings. But Buddha already became the fruit. When you become the fruit, when we say a bodhisattva on the path of training towards awakening or towards Buddhahood, then experiences these kind of things, such as some children calling you and this and that. So, and then being able to feel the kind of pain, and one of the beings, and therefore do all kind of activities to help all beings. But Buddha already fully completed, fully having all the capability to help all beings. So therefore, when you pray, call the name of that Buddha. Now, one Buddha is totally linked with all the other Buddhas. It's like if you go to a hospital, you go and see one doctor. But if you if you see one doctor, if you need to go to operation, does this doctor call in the other doctors? It's the same. When you have one situation, but you have a strong faith and devotion to that one particular Buddha or particular Buddha whom you call out and you pray and you call his name, what happens? You are the child. Will your parent, the Buddha who is like a parent to you, recognize you? React to you? Come towards you? Okay. The thing is, the Buddhas, all the Buddhas are like the sun. We ourselves, okay, are like ants. We like to go to all the nook and crannies and hide. Okay, and to make ourselves feel very powerful, we like to gang up together and hide in the nook and cranny in the darkness without the sunlight. Right? Hello? Yes. Falling asleep, yeah? Nice and cold, and then you got the shawl, and then becomes like a blanket. Okay? So what are we? Are like ants. We feel that numbers by the congregation and the making up of numbers means that we are strong. But in reality, true strength is not in numbers. Okay? It's not in numbers. It is in the heart of awakening towards all beings. Okay? Because if you have numbers, what happened? What happened when you have numbers? What happened when you have numbers? Huh? Power. There will always be, what comes next? Competition. There will always be comparison, competition. Then it's always about power. Then it's name, fame, honor. Then it's war. Then it becomes war. How many of you have taken the Bodhisattva vows? Okay. Yeah. You took the Bodhisattva vows, it means that you are a warrior. A Bodhisattva warrior. Why? Because you are holding the sword of wisdom and facing the enemy within. Only you can defeat your own fear. Nobody can defeat your fear for you. For example, there are some people who are so frightened of swimming. Even you have the best swimming coach, still frightened of swimming. Okay? Some people, like myself, so frightened of cockroach. Right? Yeah. But I'm not frightened of lizard. I can pick lizard up. You know? Yeah. And we can stroke the lizard. Yeah. I can show you the lizard. Different kind of lizard. Then no problem. But I really don't like cockroach. So everybody has something that you like and don't like. Who's afraid of lizard? Oh, thank you, huh? Yeah. Right? Okay. May you all be free from all fears. Yeah. May we all be free from all fears. Isn't it? So, what is the real fear in the end of the day? What is the real fear of our life? Huh? Death. Okay? You see, this is something that is definitely coming, but we are not prepared for it. Okay? And what do we do to cover ourselves up? We do everything that we can to numb ourselves from that fear. Instead of facing it, doing something about it, okay? It's like you're driving, you see the other car coming, you want to make a turn, you're frightened, you just don't want to look, you just turn and, hoping that there's no crash. Oh? Successful business people, they don't do such silly things. They don't hope for the best in business. They don't cross their finger and hope for the best. They make it happen. Similarly, successful Dharma practitioners don't hope for enlightenment. There's no need to hope for enlightenment. Because Buddha said you will get enlightened, it's only a matter of time. But the matter of time is don't hope for it, don't wish for it, but because only you can earn it yourself. Okay? Who will give you money? Just like that. Maybe your parents. Right? And then what happens? You become what the Chinese say, 富二代. Super wealthy, rich second generation. Like I saw some people in China, 22, 23, driving Ferrari, Lamborghini. Their own money? Possible? Their own money possible? Their own hard-earned money? They don't know about money yet. Maybe they don't know about money yet. Of course, there's some different case, special case. There's always some special case. Okay? Not all. Always there's some special case. So, really, reciting the name of Buddha is that, okay, each and every Buddha who is a specialist, okay, each and every Buddha who is a specialist, when you recite the name, something miraculous happens. Okay? It's like if you are a drop of water and I put in some salt, will the water ever be the same again? Will it still be same colorless? Okay? Still colorless. If I put in one drop of soy sauce, will it be the same? Okay? All it takes is just one drop or something. Okay? So it will always happen. It's just that we are oblivious to it. We are not aware. So if you are not aware, what happens is that we will just carry on and continue to become totally unsure of what's happening. Okay? And that is not awakening. Right? So, if human just saying the name of another person can let what you want happen, can let you have what you want and make you get your way. Okay? My parents say, my father say, my mother say, teacher say, Lama say, Guru say, okay, Buddha say, or name of some god or saints, right? How about the name of Buddha himself? Okay, so does Buddha actually have a name? Does Buddha actually have a name? No, all Buddhas have no name. They are labels. Okay, they are labels. All Buddhas have no names. Just like you, when you were born, did you have a name? Okay? So understand that your name is a label. It's a label that your identity, it's like somebody asked me, explain this to me. Okay? So I said, now I give you a name. And you were so, because that person requests me for a name so long, I kept on refusing to give this person a Dharma name. At the end, that person cried in front of me and cried and behaved like a spoiled child. You see? I gave the person a name. Now I give you Dharma name. Your name is nameless. That person got so upset. They said, what kind of a rubbish Dharma name is this? You know, and stormed off. Yeah? What kind of a name is this? Nameless. Right? Actually, I thought that was the best Dharma name. Okay? For us, have you been to buffet? Okay? When you are born, you don't even have a plate. Okay? When your name was given to you, that is when the plate was given to you. Your nothing, not a single part of you is original. Not a single part of you. Just like not a single one of you will have the same result on the plate. Right? You go to buffet, even if you take the exact same dishes, some more, some less. Correct? End up what you like, and maybe you take this one first, that one person take, even if everybody just take the same dishes, some will like, some will not like, and this and that. So, the result of what you take on the buffet plate, on the buffet line, and on your plate is your identity. You are, again, your identity is what is on the plate, and you are what you chose, and therefore, you are what you eat. And you are that direct result of what you put into your thing called mouth. Right? That's why we all eat, but we all have different body structures. Some are stronger, some are weaker, some are rounder, some are A-shaped, some are inverted A, called V-shape. Right? And so, to understand further, all Buddhas who have no names and have labels, these labels serve as a reminder for us, serve as a reminder of us of emptiness. For example, how many Shakyamuni Buddhas are there? How many Shakyamuni Buddhas are there? Huh? How many? One? Huh? From beginningless time, there are limitless Shakyamunis. As according to the Sutra, there are many, many Buddhas named Shakyamuni. Okay? That's why in the coming days, we are reciting the name of the Buddhas. You will see that there are many, many Buddhas with same names. There's even a Buddha called, you call Cola. Coca-Cola. You will label it as Coca-Cola. Right? Because there's the Buddha's name is called colorful. And you will say Coca-Cola. Right? Because of your identity that color is cola. Why is cola Coca-Cola and not Pepsi Cola? Not thumbs up? Yeah? In India, I drank thumbs up. Okay? Why? And so, what was the given name of this current historical Buddha? Siddhartha Gautama. Okay? And so why is he called Shakyamuni? What is the meaning of Shakyamuni? Do you know? How many knows? Sage of the Sakya clan. Oh gosh, wrong. What else? The awakened one. Okay. Go find out. You have internet these days. Go find out what does Shakyamuni mean. If his father named him Gautama Siddhartha, why is he called Shakyamuni? Why did he introduce himself? I am the Buddha, Shakyamuni. Do you understand? Okay? So you said there's only one Buddha, Shakyamuni. How many Shakyamunis are there? Okay? That's why I chose this term called we label Shakyamuni. Okay? This I have been trying to find this thing for so many years, but I cannot find it. It is a treasure of Dharma. You want to know what is it? It is actually a hollow glass ball. But it has to be perfectly round. Like a, soccer ball? Ball, ball? Is a ball round? Yeah. So you see, I just used the term perfectly round. It goes. Okay? I just need a glass ball. From the glass ball, a lot of the teaching of Buddha can be realized. Deep philosophical subjects. I've been trying to search for this wish-fulfilling jewel. So I hope you all can help me find one. Yeah. It doesn't need to be crystal. It just needs to be transparent and colorless. Okay? Yeah. And so, what's the difference between the recitation of mantra and the recitation of mantra and the recitation of the name of Buddha? Somebody did ask me this question. You want to know?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Then it would be like this. I think let's say my mother. My mother's name. My mother's name is Josephine. Right? If I call my mother's name Josephine, now my mother starts sneezing at home. Okay? But if I go and tell my mom, Mom, I miss the wonton that you make. Mom, I miss the wonton that you make. Can you make for me, please? What happens? Will she make?
Yes.
Huh? Will she make? So, a mantra is there are many mantras to many Buddhas, or each Buddha, some have different mantra, right? What it means is, oh special this Buddha, your specialized activity for this aspect, please make this happen for me, manifest this activity. Now you understand? Right? So I just think, my mother, Josephine, or I say, but if you say my mother, then all aspect of my mother manifest. You understand? So name of Amitabha Buddha, Amitabha, Namo, Namo Amitabha, Namo Amitabha, Namo Amitabha, Namo. All aspect of Amitabha is there. But maybe there is a long life mantra of Amitabha. So it's a Om Amarani Jivendaya, so Amarani Jivendaya, so Amarani Jivendaya. Then there is the there is the name, the name invocation, there is the mind invocation mantra of Amitabha Buddha. That is to stir the mind of Amitabha Buddha towards me. Okay? To think of me. Om Amitabha Riso, Om Amitabha Riso, Amitabha Riso, Amitabha. Then there is the activity of Amitabha to receive the beings who have passed away or to manifest his activities. Om Amidevara, Om Amidevara, Om Amidevara. You understand? Different mantra. All Amitabha Buddha. Then there is another aspect of Amitabha Buddha. Om Alulekso, Om Alulekso, Om Alulekso, Om Alulekso. All Amitabha Buddha. So which is the mantra? Tell me why you sometimes recite this one, sometimes recite that one. You're trying to fool me, is it? One Buddha is one Buddha. Don't tell me all this grandmother, grandfather story. Or some people, they're like this, you know. Only can have this one. Only can have that one. Only. Okay? Then because there's always only one like this. Right? So, one Buddha, different mantras. One mother can cook, can wash, can clean, can, correct? Give birth to you, can make everything happen in the family, in the house, everything. One mother, many aspects. Correct? Right? So why not? Why not the Buddhas? Do you understand? Right? So this is very important to understand. The recitation of the mantras, right? And then the calling of the name. So when you say in the Sutra practice, there's the recitation of the name. What does it mean? It means you are a general aspect to call upon the name of this. But if you have a mantra, if you receive initiations and everything, there's a mantra, or you receive oral transmission, then it becomes the exact what you want, what you are requesting for this aspect to happen. You understand? Right? If for example, if a specialist surgeon, or for example, maybe a heart doctor, okay, a heart surgeon. The heart surgeon, if he's married, is he a husband? Yes. Is he somebody's son? Right? If he has children, is he somebody's father? If you call his name, if you call his name versus requesting him for a particular action of his specialization that is maybe with regards to heart problems, to clear the blockage in the what do you call? Arteries. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Okay? So to recite the names of Buddhas, great unbelievable benefit. Great unbelievable benefit. But we do not know the name, the mantras of all the Buddhas. Not all Buddhas we have the karma. So therefore, only the Buddhas in our lineage, only those who have the mantra with us have very close karmic connection to do and to manifest actions together with us. Do you understand? Right? For example, very, very good example. Can all doctors heal? No, you're wrong. Not all doctors can heal. Okay? Can all doctors heal you? Cannot, right? So similarly, some people say, what do you mean karmic connection? As long as there's a mind, there's a specialization, sure can do. Because I want to tell you why I can think of all these things. Because I asked my guru, and therefore I had this kind of student come and ask me. Okay? And so now I tell you, my guru answered me in a different way, but now I'm answering you in another way. My answer to you is, if we talk about karmic connection now, have you heard of a place called Timbuktu? Hello? Yes. Huh? Have you been there? No. Where on earth is it? Does it even exist? Huh? On this globe? Does Timbuktu exist? Huh? Not the back. Is there a place? It does exist. Because when I was young, my father said, I'll send you to Timbuktu. I went to ask my teacher, does Timbuktu exist? My teacher said, where do you learn this word? Yeah. So suppose it, let's not go Timbuktu. Let's go Rio de Janeiro, right? If there's a great doctor there, will you go there to see a doctor if you have flu? Will you even go there to look for a doctor? There's no karmic connection. You understand? He may be a great doctor very far away, but if there's no karmic connection, what do you want to go there? You understand what I'm saying? So karmic connection is something very special. That is why we always say, try our very best to have good connection with each other. And why do we do prayers, and why do we make prayers and offerings and have always smile and chat with strangers? Because that's the only way that we can have more karmic connection with other beings. Now do you understand? Okay. Imagine you are Buddha, great teacher, great capability, great power, great realization, but you hide deep in the forest. You can great perfect teacher to the caterpillar. Benefit human being? Does it benefit to your own kind? Okay. If I'm not wrong, if I didn't forget, my guru once told me this story about Mapa. Lama Mapa, the guru of Milarepa, his son died and he was heartbroken. And because he loved his son and wanted to find another child who just died and try to transfer his consciousness to that corpse. And so his son will come back alive again. He couldn't. What happened? He found I cannot remember, it was one animal, I cannot remember, dog or pig, and projected out, okay, into an animal. And then later on, no, this is not correct example. Not correct example. Similar example was what my guru said, that there was a great practitioners of a mind of Powa. They projected to have a testimony that our human body with its channels, with the channel system, nerve and channel system being extremely superior to be able to have enlightenment in one lifetime. He did the practice to do projecting Powa, his consciousness out, and go into the corpse of an animal. I think in a pig or a dog. Because being very, very experienced and being very clear, he went there and realized something. His realization and his extreme intelligence and awakening, he couldn't talk because the animal did not have the capability or the nervous system or the mental capability to have language. And he almost couldn't powa himself, he didn't transfer his consciousness out. But somehow, because of his great compassion and realization and stuff like that, he came out, and then after that he said, that is a cry, say, real suffering of the beings in the animal realm. It's not that they cannot feel pain, it's just that it's just like a human being who is choosing depression. The animals karmically have no choice, but their body seems to be going towards, or not seems, they have the close karmic connection with pain and suffering. But the human body has 50-50. We have a choice to be positive, to be able to think, to be able to... And he said that the animal body don't have the capability to even think and function very well. To function and think as superior as a human being. So we having the human body, and most of the time, we behave totally like animals. We don't think so much. Can eat, can sleep. Don't think so much. You just enjoy. Very much living like animal. We are creating very strong karmic connection to become what we are enjoying in the next life. You understand? If you enjoy your human life like that of an animal, wouldn't you? It's just like smokers will have smoker friends, drinker will have a drinking friend, right? Gambler have gambler friend, right? Dancing have dancing friend. Those who enjoy their life will have enjoy life friend. Next life they become animals. Those who like tattoo, next life have feathers, same type, you know. Those who like to build the body big and strong and show off become crabs, lobsters, you know. Those who have strong identity, next life they have their body all have identity. That's why all the fish swim together. All the birds of the same feather, what they do? Flock together. Right? That's why we are the Bodhisattva warriors. Bodhisattva warrior choose to defeat our own mind. We dare to go alone in the cemetery. Because the cemetery or the crematorium is the last place any sane human being would want to go, right? Right? Okay? Yeah. So if you're insane, you go to the cemetery. That's where we are insane. We are mad. We choose to face death while we are alive so that when it happens, we are experienced to handle it. Then we're going to be so frightened and run away from it, and after that we die crying, die shaking, we pee in your pants, poop in your pants and say, yucks. Okay? So therefore, all this can be purified just by reciting first the name of the Buddhas. If you this is from our temple website, you know. The name of the Buddhas, the powerful practice of reciting the Buddha's names and the benefit. Okay? So over here there's like Namo Ananta Kaya Tathagata. Anyone hearing the holy name of this Buddha and instantly perform obeisance to him will be purified of serious negative karma of life and death covering 40 kalpas. Molding a likeness of him and painting his image for veneration and praises creates even more greater merits and resulting in countless and boundless blessings. That's why in Vajrayana Buddhism, we have Tata practice, we have prostration practice, we have recitation practice. You understand? Yeah. Next one, Namo Ratna Sambhava, Ratnasvabhava Buddha. Anyone hearing the holy name of this Buddha and instantaneously resolves to take refuge in him, or to take protection, meaning refuge, protection in him, will never suffer retrogression from the stage of unsurpassed enlightenment. Okay, so that means he will never want to say, I give up Dharma. I give up, I don't want to become Buddha. Never. Many people, they say, I practice, oh yeah, but when it comes to doing, once they reach home, what happens? Home is not mandala. Home is samsara pleasure. Once they reach home, they see we call the, I have a nickname for the TV and the phone and the television is called the gate to hell. Why? Because once you switch it on, if there's no electricity, you switch it off, it's all darkness. But everything that captures your mind and imagination, all the maras come out from that box. Now that box follows you in your pocket. You got all kinds of excuses. I'm doing email, I'm replying, I'm this, I'm that. Every time there's always a meeting, there's some this, there's some that. You may be connected to people far away from you, but you are taken away from the person beside you. Right? So now you got this, I say this, your spirit tablet. Right? If you die, I don't write your name. I take your mobile and put there and do puja, right? Hello? Yeah. I just need to take your mobile. 40 years ago, 30 years ago, who would think of mobile? 30 years ago. Huh? Did mobile exist 30 years ago? In a short span of 30 years, almost everybody have one. Like, so you see, everything that the Buddha said, now you also can do. The Buddha said there will be clairvoyance, people know and everything, all they need to meditate. Now you all meditate and go 100%, what do you call? A meditative concentration. You can sit there for hours on end. People call you, cannot hear. Right? Perfect meditative concentration. 30 years ago, have Game & Watch. Nintendo. Right? So, so, when you do prostration at home or in the temple, try to recognize each and every holy rupa here and say their name and prostrate. Okay? Call out to their name and prostrate. Right? This is very special practice that my guru gave me. It's okay? It's like they say, if you go to somebody's house, what do you call? You greet people, isn't it? So if you go to temple, or if you're at home, you're doing practice, you should also greet all of them by their name and do prostration to them. If not, then after a while, the holy rupas in your house become the most efficient manifested form to collect dust. You know, it is a very specialized activity. People go all the way to the moon to collect dust. They go to the deepest ocean to collect specimen, right? So you got specimen, perfect specimen of dust in your house, everywhere. Huh? Okay? So, okay, so now I will give you the before I give you, maybe I should give you exam. Right? Yeah. What is the color of Ratnasambhava? What animal is he riding on? Very clever. Look at your notes on your spirit tablet. Which direction? Huh? What is the mudra? Huh? Huh? What's the direction of Amoghasiddhi? What is his hand sign? Huh? What's his color? What's the animal he's sitting on? What is what is he the antidote of? Oh. I think quite sad, nah? Maybe I think I better don't give the transmission already. Yeah. I feel depressed. My mind tells me I should manifest depression and sadness and broken-heartedness and anger and disappointment. Huh? What is the color of Akshobhya? Where he reside? Huh? Only center? East also. You're very confident, huh? Who resides in the east? What is the color of Arochana? Huh? What is the mudra? Huh? Why? Why like that? Yeah, turning the wheel of Dharma. But why? Why? What are all the funny things that I taught you? Why like that? Huh? Yeah, okay. Yes, I said okay. But why did I say okay? Why did I say okay? You forgot. Oh. Huh? What is his name again? The Buddha of East? Huh? Why okay? Why double okay? You know why? You don't know why? Because when the sun comes out, everything will be okay. Now you understand? Can you remember? Ah, 大日如来 Vairocana. When the sun comes out, everything will be okay. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So, these are the mudras of the 5 Buddha families. Different. Since I already given you the notes, and you all definitely, I feel you have, they have become the perfect accompaniment of dust. Right? Suddenly you talk about it, then you go, oh, yeah. Okay, so this the 35 Buddhas. So number 1 is Shakyamuni. 2 is Vajragarbha, Pramadin. 3 is Ratnashris. 4 is Nagesvara Raja. 5 Virasena. 6 Viranandin. 7 Ratnagi. 8 Ratna Chandra Prabha. 9 Amoga Dasin. 10 Ratna Chandra. 11 Nimala. 12 Surya Datta. 13 Brahma. 14 Brahmadatta. 5 Varuna. 16 Varuna Deva. 17 Bhadrasri. 18 Chandana Sri. 19 Anantajas. 20 Prabhasa Sri. 21 Asoka Sri. 22 Narayana. 23 Kusuma Sri. 24 Brahma Jyoti Vikridita Bichna. 25 Padma Jyoti Vikridita Bichna. 26 Dana Sri. 27 Smriti Sri. 28 Suparikati Namadeya Sri. 29 Indra Ketu Vaja Raja. 30 Suvikranta Sri. 31 Vijita Samgrama. 32 Vikranta Gamin. 33 Samanta Vabasa Vyuha Sri. 34 Ratna Padma Vikramin. 35 Ratna Padma Supatista Salendra Raja. Okay, so this the 35 Buddhas, their name in Sanskrit. So some of the activities that purifies karma of 10,000 kalpas, 20,000 kalpas, 10,000 kalpa, 10,000 kalpa, 20,000 kalpa, 1,000 kalpa, 1,000 kalpa, 2,000 kalpas, 2,000 kalpas, 8,000 kalpas, karma of 1 kalpa, 5 immediate misdeed, 5 close misdeed, mental hatred deeds, desires deeds, karma of 10,000 kalpas, karma of 1,000 kalpas, karma of 5,000 kalpas. Limitless negative karma, ignorance karma, all bad karmic dispositions, actions of body, actions of speech, actions of mind, stealing Sangha's wealth, accusations of others, jealousy and pride, divisiveness, mental afflictions, causing misdeeds in others, rejoicing in the negative actions of others, giving up dharma and degeneration of vows. Okay, so these are the these are like the short, very very shortcut, the way to explain. Okay, so so you can actually download and you go and read, and then when you do the prostration, it really helps. You know, if you recite the name of the Buddha, and then you do the prostration, and then you do while you are prostrating, you can do the prostration mantra. Oh, Namo Mantra Sri, Namo Susri, Namo Uttama Susri Soha. Okay, it increases just by the recitation. Like I said, some people don't believe in that. Just by one recitation of this mantra, something can change, okay, they don't believe. But for those of you who are with me long enough, we have already done many, many times the experiment, right? Just by me looking at the water, I just recite something. When you drink it, you can feel the texture of the water is different, isn't it? Okay? Those by the direct from the tap, and those after the blessing. Okay? So immediately there's difference. So this is the result of having the strong faith and devotion that comes from the actual doing. Having faith and devotion but don't recite mantra. Having faith and devotion but don't accumulate good karma. Don't increase the activity of the body, speech and mind of Dharma, of Buddha. Then how can there be any power? Just like having food in the kitchen but you don't cook. Having food, everything, you have refrigerator, have stove, have everything, but you just don't cook. Okay? So you need to start cooking and need to start eating. Of course, in the beginning, you don't know how to cook. Whatever you cook may not taste very well, but with direct cause and effect, too much salt gets saltiness. Then what is the purification of salt? Pour vinegar. Okay? Pouring vinegar cuts salt. Do you know? If you cook something and it's too salty, you put vinegar. Okay, immediately the salt disappears. It's still there, but the quality of salt is being tamed. Okay, if you don't believe me, you take some soy sauce on a plate, you dip and taste it first. Then what you do is you put a few drops of vinegar inside, white vinegar, and you stir, then you taste it. Okay, it changes immediately. Okay, cause and effect. Okay, so I wish all of you well, right? Tomorrow there's no teaching. Saturday there's chanting. Then Saturday night immediately, those who have been going to Mongolia have a briefing. Those who are not going to Mongolia, I would like to change it to the setting up of the puja for Monday. Okay, the puja for setting up the altar for the 10,000 Buddhas recitation. So everything on Saturday. So you can sleep very, very late on Sunday. Okay? Understand? Yes, but I would like everything to be completed on Saturday night. Okay, or up to Sunday morning. Okay, one shot we complete everything. Alright? Understood? Any other questions? Any questions? No, any other questions? Any questions? So you understand why reciting the Buddha has got power? Okay? Now you understand why Buddha is everywhere? Now you understand? Okay, so you must always remember sky, cloud, water. This is very important. Okay, sky, clouds, and water. Okay, water vapor, clouds, and water. You cannot see water vapor. Huh? What? If there's a glass ball, can I explain now? If there's a glass ball, where? Where? And what? Where? There's a glass ball. It's not hollow. I say it has to be hollow. Huh? Can see through. But it's not hollow. It must have air inside. Yeah, Sangala is very smart. Eyes always looking out for things. Just appear. I see. Yeah, there has to be a glass ball that is like Christmas decoration, Yeah, but it's not perfect. It has to be perfectly round. That's the great perfection. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay, let's offer short mandala.